Hey guys, I'm the 15th Yoshi, and I'm gonna, take on the rest of this countdown. I figured I might as well because, well, I actually made the list and I wanted to get done with the worst game of the bunch. So, that's what I did. So, I'm tackling on the number one choice, which is my least favorite game on the planet. But the first four that you see are not bad. They're not bad games. So, if you're thinking that I'm thinking that these games are bad, no, they're just talked about way too much, and overhyped, overpraised, and really people need to just be quiet and shut up about them. So here we go. Flame Shield up. Super Smash Bros. Melee. Now let's be honest, we all know that Melee is an awesome game. But, people, why do you think that it's better than Brawl? Brawl exceeds Melee in many aspects. Graphics, music, story mode, versus mode, everything. Now, the biggest complaint that Brawl has is its combat and how it's not similar to Super Smash Bros. Melee or 64. And that's where I say, well, so what? It's different. That doesn't make it bad. In fact, I like Brawl's combat way more than Melee. Melee is way more floaty, in my opinion. And the controls on Brawl are really smooth. Some people say that the controls and characters are broken, the stages were boring, and there's nothing fun about the game. Where I say, okay, you're completely blinded by nostalgia. You are always talking about how Melee is apparently the best for no reason. Give Brawl a chance. Brawl is still an amazing game. So is Melee. But Melee is talked about way too much. And it's getting really irritating. I'm tired of hearing, Brawl sucks, online bad, there's Meta Knight, and apparently Captain Falcon, his knee move that he does, it's gone, so that means that Brawl is a bad game completely. Nope, Brawl is still better. Sorry. And that's not from my standpoint. If you look at everything completely, Brawl is definitely better. If you like Melee more, I'm fine with that. But don't go saying Brawl is bad game, because it isn't. Number 4, Pokemon Red. Now, Pokemon Red is also a good game, but it's talked about way too much. There are people called Gen 1ers, and they go around saying that all 4 other Pokemon regions are the worst in the series, and that Gen 1 is still the best and the most original, and that all the other concepts steal from Gen 1. How? Also, does it really matter even if they did? I mean, the only Pokemon that I've seen seem like a ripoff would be Bisharp against Caesar. But even so, that's not really close, considering Bisharp is not even a steel type. And really, the main reason why people talk about Gen 1 the most is because of nostalgia. And everyone praises Charizard as saying that he's the best Pokemon, when he's not. There's much better Pokemon, like Caesar and Darkrai, and Lucario, and Zoroark, and much, 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 much more. Number 3, Ratchet and Clank. Am I the only one that just can't stand this series? It's not on this list because I can't stand it, but it's on the list because it is talked about way too much. People either compare it to be the best platformer since Super Mario 64, which it's not, considering it's more of an action game with weapons. It's like giving Mario a gun and a partner. Even so, I don't really like this series. Also, what happened to Crash Bandicoot? He was the true Sony mascot for a while, but apparently Radical Entertainment came along and, well, yeah, we all know how Radical Entertainment did. But this series is just not very good. I'm hoping that Sony finally stopped it. Because the fourth in the series, I'm glad that it's done. Also, it's very cheesy, and also, people talk about it way too much. That's the main thing. It's overpraised. And I can tell you this, some people actually like Clank and say that he's a really terrific side character, when honestly, he reminds me of Sonny from iRobot. Only shorter. Number 2, Tetris. Tetris is an awesome puzzle game, but it's mostly reviewers that talk about this game. It's basically the old Angry Birds. It's so addicting as a puzzle game. And it's everywhere now. I mean, it's a wonder that Tetris doesn't have a theme park when Angry Birds does. And honestly, I don't know why everyone talks about this series so much. Yes, it's fun. Yes, the music is awesome. But why is it talked about to be such an amazing puzzle game? It's very simple to get a grasp on. And while it's addicting, it isn't that amazing of a game to be the number 2 best game of all time. Whoever thinks that. But it is good enough to be the number 2 most overrated video game of all time. In our opinion. And the number 1 most overrated game ever made, okay, you saw it coming, Call of Duty. Call of Duty is irritating to me. There's annoying fanboys that go around the internet saying that Call of Duty is the greatest game ever made and there's no other series that's better. They say that other series rips off the franchise and it's that it's the first franchise to be a first-person shooter. No. What about Doom and Wolfenstein? Those are first-person shooters. And GoldenEye as well. And they're all better. People complain about how Call of Duty is not overrated because everyone thinks that. But not really. Critics overpraise it for no reason. IGN. And fanboys go around thinking that it's the greatest game ever made just because you can shoot people. Big whoop. Now, let me just say, if you like Call of Duty 2, that's perfectly fine. I can understand that. If you like Call of Duty World at War, yeah, I can understand that too. If you like Call of Duty Black Ops or Modern Warfare 3, then there's something seriously messed up with your head. Those games are so repetitive, and basically all they do is they switch your location, improve the graphics just slightly so everyone can say that it's so realistic, and that makes it a great game. And all they do is add one new mode that everyone's going to talk about and say, oh, hey, did you do this mode in Black Ops, blah, 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 blah. And it's the same thing over and 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 over again. Gosh, stop repeating the exact same game. Activision, you closed Guitar Hero when you should have closed Call of Duty. I can't wait till this series might get canceled. Whenever this series does get canceled, which I hope it does, it will be awesome, because it will basically be like when Star Trek got canceled. That's going to be the equivalent to this. And that's it for our top 10 most overrated video games. Make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you in another top 10.